Okay, we are live on Twitch and YouTube. This is Bert Cos. I'm playing something called the Berglund New Eevee Electric Trumpet. It is a synth trumpet. And I will be freestyling, improvising over different grooves that I've created on something called Machina on the MK3. Well, let's put some hot air into this gizmo first before I even start those backing tracks. Sounded pretty good. I might actually have my microphone turned up a little bit too much. Well, we'll see as the night progresses. Thank you for joining me, you guys. Let's play. LCG 707, good evening. Put a little bit of distortion. See what it sounds like. Next Monday, welcome. Thank you, Lois. so much. Lois, let me know if you got the potato salad recipe I sent you. I call this particular backing track Freestyle Number 1, and this is one of the, I think this is actually the first backing track I used to make a YouTube video 3-4 years ago when I started all this. And I like this one, and I've tweaked it a couple times since then. But it's such a chill vibe, and I enjoy playing over it. However, with that being said, I'm going to turn it down and pull something else to play. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. My name is Bert Cos, and I'm playing a Bergland's new Eevee electric trumpet. The backing track that you heard, I created this on Machina MK3, and it's a tool that a lot of DJs use. Okay. It is a manual fade out, relatively smooth. Let's see what else we have here. I don't even know what to play. Just pick something, Bert. Here we go. I say this all the time. My computer is in his golden years, and he likes to take his time loading up stuff. So I have to be very patient with him. And then I have to connect all of these backing tracks to the software that I'm using to perform live. And let's see, did that work? It sure did. I'm going to take the echo off for the time being. LCG, I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah, this whole vibe is new to me too. It's cool to be able to play and talk at the same time. Can you guys hear my voice over this music? Because for some reason I'm having trouble adjusting the volume. I lowered the backing track a little bit. Thank you, Lois. I invited one of my very best friends. He's a brother. To hear me perform live. I sent him a text about 10 minutes ago. I hope he checks me out for a minute, sees what I do. This one another run through. I'm going to use some delay on it. This is Bert Cos playing something called a Berglund Nuivi. It's an electric trumpet, a synth trumpet. This is what it looks like. Kind of looks like something out of Star Trek. Lois, thanks for letting me know. Can you hear me talking now? Is that better? I'll talk a little bit louder. I try not to turn the microphone up too high because it'll pick up a lot of other sound, like the chair creaking, the whole to-do. This particular groove I call Sanctuary, by the way. Piper walking around in the background. She hasn't attacked me yet this live performance, but she will. I'm quite sure of that. So, let's fade this out. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If anybody has any questions, let me know. Type away, and I will do my best to answer everything that I can. And I just opened up my new folder. So these are all new ones that I've basically come up with in the past month. I played a couple of these today for the first time on TikTok. And there might not be tons of chord changes in all of these things. However, it doesn't necessarily make it easier to play over. When you're improvising, you have a lot of chords, you really have to concentrate. But sometimes when you have very few chords, that presents a challenge in and of itself, because you really don't want to sound redundant in what you're doing. And I try to keep it fresh as much as possible. So this is Bert Cos playing the Berglin's new Evie electric trumpet. This has been called so many different things. I think the one that I've heard the most was people, when they would see me playing it, say, "Oh, my mom had to blow into one of those to get the minifans started in the morning." And I still think that's funny, even though I've heard it 111 times. Jeff, thank you so much, and welcome, my friend. Thanks for listening. LCG, thank you for letting me know that. I have no idea. Maybe that is to prevent lag, but then that presents another problem. If somebody asks a question, it'll take me an extra minute to get to it. I will note that in the log and take a look at that. Thank you, my friend. All right, let's put a little bit of distortion on this and see what happens. Thank you, Jeff. And Jeff, the nice thing about this, I've played trumpet for decades. Your chops don't get tired on this thing. It's a straw, and there's a pressure sensor in there. So depending on how much pressure I apply, of course that affects the volume, but it also kind of messes around, not with the pitch, with the tone. And playing gigs on horn, you get tired after a while. So I just love this thing. And thank you so much. Thanks for hanging out. All right, I am going to fade this one out. And we'll see what else there is. Thank you, Lois. This vibe that we just listened to, I created this on Machina, on the MK3. I haven't really played over it much yet, and I actually want to, I might take it out of commission for a while and put it in what I call the vault and practice it, because it's got great potential for improvisation, and I don't want to just noodle around on it. So I'm going to put some time, I'm going to put some work into that one. All right. I have a cat, Piper. She's 17 and a half. She scratches me all the time live. And right now she's sitting with her face in the heat dish. So she might be singeing her whiskers, but she's not drawing blood from me. I called this particular groove One for Piper because if you listen, there's a couple little cat sounds in there, which I think is kind of sweet. So let's get this one pulled up. And my apologies, my sincerest apologies for taking so long to load one song after the next. This whole streaming to do is a work in progress. I just figured out TikTok. Now I'm trying to figure this out. And I'm getting there. All right. Take that off. And I'm really putting some Buck Rogers sounds on these songs. All right. Let's get to it. pips. That hurt. Piper, ladies and gentlemen. I've said this before and I'll say it again. She's 50% Torty, 50% Tsunami, and 50% Raptor. And someone called me out on TikTok and said, you can only have 100% of something. But I said, yeah, but she tortures me so much, she gives it 150%. So there you go. Now it's going to be a struggle. She's going to try to fight these cords all the time. Probably fade this one out in a moment, but let me try some of the other sounds that I've programmed into this. Mezza. I got you. You're trapped. LCG707, it is. It's something that I had in a folder on my computer for months. I call that folder on my computer the vault. And I just kind of finished it up a couple weeks ago. This is the second time I'm playing on it. A lot of these new ones, there's so much opportunity to do so much musically. But like this backing track is a hot dish. And you have to, when you make food sometimes, you have to let it sit. You have to take a little taste of it and let it sit. And then I'll be ready to attack. If that makes any sense at all. You guys, this is Bert Cos. I'm playing the Berglund Louis electric trumpet, synth trumpet. And I'm going to fade out one for Piper. Pull something else out. But yeah, I do like this. I do like it because it goes from one thing to something entirely different with those chords, with those arpeggios. Okay. So we fade this out. And if anybody has any questions at all what I'm doing, let me know. Ask me. And I will do my best to answer your questions. I was informed that YouTube is on a delay. It's a minute behind Twitch. So if you're on YouTube, it might take me a minute longer to answer your question. But I will answer it. And all I'm doing is preparing the next backing track. So, all right, that should do it. Let's see. Got some chord movement in here. This will make me work. Okay, LCG, thank you for letting me know. That could possibly be. That's something for me to consider. And I will remember that once I'm logged off. I'll try to figure the whole to-do out. Thank you, Lois. Watch, the next song I pull up will probably be a repeat, but whatever. Thank you. Thank you for following me on TikTok. If anybody's interested, Bert Cos, one word, Bert Cos _trumpet on TikTok. And I do perform live on there regularly. So when we had that 12-hour ban, I was picking up my phone, even though it was not working. It was all that muscle memory to do. TikTok is cool. Thank you, Lois. Thank you. Thank you for joining. TikTok is back. I actually did a performance on there this afternoon. I'm so happy. This is an interesting vibe. The stuff I do is unexpected. And thank you for that. And I do make it work somehow. When, on Machina, you basically make a little piece of music, and then you store that in one little compartment. And then you make other pieces of music, and then you kind of like juggle them and place them all around. So it's such a great tool. When you learn how to use that, it took me a while to figure it out, but thank you so much. Machina is awesome. And thank you. I like doing unexpected transitions and stuff like that. It makes it really cool. They're not. What I basically do is, with Machina, I'll buy a pack of sounds. It'll be synthesizer sounds and drum sounds. And they do come with a whole bunch of preset grooves, but I don't use them. I build stuff from scratch. What I do is I listen to all the pre-existing grooves because they're professionals who put them together. So you learn a lot from listening to what they do. But I don't put any samples in my music. If I was to put samples in, I would probably sample like old Blue Note era jazz, like maybe like a jazz line from Freddie Hubbard, who's a great trumpet player, maybe just like chord from somebody like McCoy Tyner. But I tend not to do that. I try to make all my own stuff. Maybe one day, if I try to make stuff a little bit jazzier, I will do some sampling. But then I think you have to watch out copyright-wise. I don't know. I think if I just do my own thing, it should be safe. That's how I look at it. That's what I think. So let me fade this one out. And I have an idea. Casios are great. They come with a whole bunch of preset stuff that you can jam to right away. That is totally cool to do. People that put these things together, people that put the rhythms, the drum beats for the Machina, the people that do stuff for Casio and everything else, they're awesome. They're awesome musicians. And you can jam with them all the time, which is so totally cool. All right, let me do this. You're like, Cos, hurry up. What are you doing? I have to go into another folder. However, Science Mac, let me know if this sounds familiar to you at all. Not that. This. I haven't played this for a minute. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for stopping in on Twitch. I appreciate it. Awesome. This is for you, by the way. was an interesting hiccup. It's my computer, I believe. My computer is relatively old, and I've really put it through a lot of work. I'd have to give the computer a little bit of a rest, but 1980 forever. You guys, I am going to be heading out momentarily. I've got to get my gear ready for tomorrow. I may or may not jump onto TikTok for an hour tonight. I don't know. I've got to charge this, but it might be. And Mary, of course, you are more than welcome. And thank you so much for coming. It's great to see you too. I'm going to play for like another minute, and I'm going to be heading out. Like I said, I may or may not be on TikTok. I don't know. I'd like to, though. I'm so happy that it's back up. You guys, you're welcome. You are so welcome. You are so very welcome. As a matter of fact, I should probably conclude now. I'll tell you what, let me do this. Play just a couple notes. TikTok and I can't get back. You know what? I am hoping that Donald Trump will do whatever he has to do so the app stores are not hesitant in putting the app back on. If I want to get on TikTok and let's just say for some unfortunate reason my phone happens to fall down a well, I don't think I'm in within 100 miles of a well, but you never know. One could just appear in my apartment. Then I'll have to, like, I don't know, procure my mom's phone and use that until I get a new phone and the app stores open back up. I hope that he does get that back in the app store sooner than later. I really do, because TikTok is a community like no other. It really is special. So, anyway, I should probably get going. You guys, this is Bert Cos signing out. As always, thank you so much for joining me. Mary, I'm going to be here on Twitch and on YouTube. I'm going to be back on TikTok doing that a lot. I hope you can get that app sooner than later. I will miss you, and you can find me here. So, you guys have a great night. It's good to see everybody. Until next time, then.